next one is Hamilton's Heat. Cinnamon whiskey has become a cultural phenomenon with the emergence of Fireball. That must be a brand of whiskey. If you love Fireball, you'll love Hamilton's Heat. I don't know what Fireball is, but we're going to find out what it tastes like right now. Oh, cinnamon. I can smell cinnamon. Yeah, cinnamon. That's the overwhelming smell of that one. Okay, I like cinnamon. Let's see how it works with this particular thing. Now, there's no word there whether this would be a tank cracking e-liquid because it has cinnamon in it. I'd probably say no. They would have put it on there if it was. Okay, Hamilton's Heat. Oh my word. Okay, cinnamon, but there's something very much different underneath there. The nice cinnamon aroma as well. This almost has a cooling sensation on the exhale. And I'm getting that slight burn in the throat like you do when you drink whiskey, but that's the cinnamon doing that. I've got the slight tingling, the slight heat in the throat as it would be if I'd had a shot of brandy or whiskey and it was going down. That works really, really well. I love the cinnamon. I'm not sure if I'm 100% on the other flavour that's in there because I can't really tell what it is. It's quite cool. It's obviously a whiskey of some kind, but the thing about this happens about now. After you've vaped it, it starts to warm down the throat and into the lungs. It feels like it's into the stomach, but into the lungs, because you're getting that sort of that cinnamon kick, which is a little bit like you've had a little tot of whiskey. That's how I would describe that one. It's actually very pleasant. And it's a very unusual flavour. That's what I'm finding out about these. They may not be ones that I could vape personally on a day-to-day basis, but at least I can tell you what they taste like, and I can tell you what the quality is like, and the quality is outstanding. These are very unusual. I've not tasted anything like these before whatsoever.
On the little card I've got here that tells me a little bit about them, that cinnamon whiskey has become a cultural phenomenon with the emergence of Fireball. If you love Fireball, then you will love Hamilton's Heat. I've not tried Fireball, but I'm interested to see what Hamilton's Heat is like, so I'm going to take a vape of this and I'll tell you what I think to it. Wow, it's a really good flavour again, and I mean that doesn't really do it justice. I'm just going to drop a little more juice on here. That doesn't do it justice to say it's a really good flavour. Excuse me. There's a lot of really good flavours out there. I'm struck by how authentic and how, yeah, just how authentic the whiskey flavour is in these. The cinnamon in this works so well with the whiskey flavour. You know, the whiskey drinkers, you will know, you get that heat, you get that warmth, as you do with cinnamon. And the two flavours complement each other beautifully. I always think of cinnamon as being quite a traditional spice, a traditional tasting spice. And that's what this range has for me. It has tradition. It feels like flavours and tastes that have been around throughout the ages. And it feels like there's some history to it. And they've got the authenticity. They've got the... I don't know what the word is. I don't know what the word is that I'm searching for. But they've got it. They've got the X factor, if you like. They have that when it comes to e-juice. Apologies if I'm not making quite as much sense or going into quite as much detail as I do in most of my juice reviews. Normally I will vape things for quite a while before I do a review. As I say, this is the first time I'm tasting them. So this is very much a first impression of these flavours. And I'm just blown away by how good they are. And how much I want to get myself a bottle of Fireball. Because if it tastes like this, it is absolutely sublime. I'm a big whiskey fan. I really am a big whiskey.
It's called Hamilton's Heat. It says cinnamon whiskey has become a cultural phenomenon within the emergence of Fireball. If you love Fireball, you'll love HH. I have no idea what Fireball is, but I'm guessing it's some sort of hot kind of whiskey flavour. Because the aroma which I'm getting from it is pretty much like a cinnamon red hots kind of aroma. Typical cinnamon red hot jawbreaker aroma. So let's give it a taste. So this is Hamilton's Heat from Whiskey Rebellion. Let's give it a vape. Again, a fantastic flavour. Now I'm not really into cinnamon red hots or anything like that, but this is vapeable. Basically, this is a vapeable cinnamon red hot flavour. What am I getting? It's kind of right. Cinnamon red hots, definitely getting that. Then there's a sort of a floral note to it towards the end on the exhale. So on the inhale, cinnamon red hots. Exhale is kind of this floral note, which I'm not too sure what that is. But it's nice. Let's give it another vape. Cinnamon red hots, some sort of floral note, and I think like cloves in there as well. Not too sure of like a whiskey sort of flavour. Hasn't got that typical whiskey flavour in there, but cinnamon red hots, clove, and a nice floral sort of flavour, which that could be the whiskey, but I have no idea. It's very nice, very vapeable, that's for sure. It's the first ever cinnamon red hots which I've tried and actually liked. I don't think I could vape it all day. Don't get me wrong, it's not an all day vape. It's one of these ones where you just sit down and have the occasional vape with. But at the same time, it is very, very nice. If you do like cinnamon flavours, I'm pretty sure you'll like this because it has got a punch to it. Again, it's going to make me cough. It's got a little tickle at the back of the throat, and that is because of those cinnamon red hots, I think. Not really my cup of tea as such. Like I said, couldn't vape it all day, but it's still worthy of an 8 out of 10. That's for sure. A very, very nice sort of cinnamon red hots. Again, yeah, I like it. I like it. 8 out of 10. Well, what can you say?